Hello people of YouTube, Mount Ben here again with my second impressions video of Republique, or however you say it. So, on this map, you see there's a Yamato there, and there's a North Carolina up there. I've begun to flank around. I am the furthest ship up on my team, well, furthest battleship up on my side of the map. Trying to score a sigil on the Yamato there, but RNG wouldn't comply with me. And there's a rune right there. That's why I'm not paying too much more attention to the Yamato, because he's not really paying much attention to me. I'm more concerned about that rune getting a salvo of torpedoes off when I go by. You see my secondaries are shooting at absolutely everything, and I love them. I love these secondaries so much. And then I tell the rune to go away. Thankfully, he does. Yeah, they're shooting at that Yamato all the way out there. Yep, they have that much range, 12.1 kilometers. It's great. Keep watching you because I thought I saw another ship coming around on the map, and yep, it's a Bismarck, I believe. And he's within secondary range, so now both of our secondaries are going off at each other. Take a shot at him, and I start pointing my bow toward the North Carolina. Get the rear turret off at Bismarck. I realize I'm showing too much of my side to North Carolina. Thankfully don't take that much damage. Get the kill on the Bismarck. And my secondaries are still shooting at Yamato. And North Carolina, they're just going crazy. And I love them. Now what I was planning on doing here was cutting across the North Carolina's bow, and the Yamato got sunk, but not by me. I'm sorry, the Yamato didn't get sunk, the storm rolled in. So I point my bow toward North Carolina because I'm planning around going to one of the sides of it and just blasting it at point blank range. And my engine boost just ran out. So now I'm just kind of waiting to see which direction he goes. So I slam on the brakes and I start turning the ship, but then he also turns to match me. Bounce that off the bow, aim at his superstructure, disable another one of his turrets, and I realize I'm not going to make the turn, even though I've jammed on the right all the way to the left, and the Missouri comes out of nowhere and saves me. So, not while a very good clip on the Republic herself, but you can see those secondaries going off like crazy. There's a Japanese cruiser out there. I just took the opening shot. We're gonna get a Citadel. It's like a 20,000 Citadel too. And there, I believe it's the same cruiser again. And there's the Alsace, however you say that. Again, another Citadel on it.
Target penetrated.
And there it is again. I took that shot from, I don't know what did that, but that did a lot of damage. Another Citadel, I think it, whatever did that. I was at a pretty steep angle to those shells coming in. That did a lot of damage. I actually checked the leaderboards there to see if there was a Yamato in the game, but it wasn't. I think it was from the Montana. It was just because of the nature of the armor of this ship. It just pinned it even from that steep angle. Alright, so there's the Alsace, however you say it. I'm powering right toward it because again I'm planning on doing the drive-by thing. But it has a lot more health than me, so I was debating whether I wanted to ram it or just attempt the drive-by, but I'm going to attempt the drive-by here. I begin to open up and get those turrets around. Secondaries, of course, are going crazy at this range. And turret 1 goes off. Nothing. Turret 2 goes off. 4 Citadels. Or is that 3? I'm sorry, 3 Citadels. And look, hey, there's a Montana. That, I didn't expect him to be there, but he was. Alright, another match. I was going around this corner. I was anticipating this while I was turning so hard, but I do manage to only get one of them. It did a fair amount of damage because it didn't hit the torpedo protection. And yeah, I probably should have turned a little bit sharper, but anyway. Look, another Japanese cruiser. They seem to be the thing for today. The rear turret shots were blocked there, except for one which overpinned. Secondaries, of course, start to open up. And this is how the ship should be played. It should be a mid-range battleship, using cover to its advantage, come around corners and such, letting the secondaries tear into whatever ship we got, and hits the island here, and I'm just waiting for him to hit land before I adjust my aim and fire. And completely just delete him. You should be using cover with this battleship because the armor is so squishy. You know, it just takes pins from everything. So my recommendation for this ship is you want to stay close to the islands. You don't be out in open water gunnery duels because you're just going to lose because you're so squishy. And especially right now because this is the it's the new ship, let's sink it stage of the Republic's life. So you want to be using cover and such. I mean, you don't want to be hiding behind cover all the time. You want to be moving around it and staying close to it. And again, by close, I don't mean literally hugging it the entire match. You want to keep moving. There's a citadel in North Carolina. And of course, the secondaries are going off because it's well within secondary range. Yeah, you don't want to be just sitting there just hugging it the entire match. You want to be moving around it and such. And again, not so close that like a destroyer is going to be able to come around the side and just shove a whole load of torpedoes into you. But you don't want to be caught in open water with several ships looking at you. And see here, I'm moving by this little channel. All the destroyers have been sunk, and something interesting about this game, that whole group of battleships you see in the upper right hand corner of the map, and then some more, they're all hiding behind that little island on top of on top of the sea flag. And me, one of our destroyers and one of our cruisers went to A. We were the only ones that went there. We capped it, and then we went to B and we capped that too. So that whole a good like more than 2/3 of our team was just sitting there on top of A. So we had to go and cap A and B, and now we've come back to C. And we kind of have the enemy team cornered here, get some good pins there. These the primary guns on the Republic are very accurate, and I'm very thankful for that. If they were any less accurate, it would be infuriating only having 2 turrets and 8 guns and them being that accurate. So anyway, I'm just cruising around this area, letting my secondaries rip into stuff and taking pot shots at things, getting a good amount of damage too. And I'm turning around to make another run up the beeline, and hello, Lion. Hi, how you doing? B, of course, gonna be firing HE, which I'm surprised I didn't do more damage. Which HE is always is already this ship's weakness because of the armor. But British HE on top of that, it just rips this thing apart. British HE already has a very good penetration, and oh my god, I'm going from the days about how OP it is, but anyway, yep, there's the fire. So what I'm doing here is, I didn't have enough room to turn around and go for the ram, so I'm just turning around and I'm just going to try and kite him as much as I can, and do as much damage as I can, and I pop the engine boost and I start to run. Now, kiting usually works by playing with the rudder and angling your ship a bunch of ways where their shells bounce off of you, and it works very well if they're shooting AP, but of course it's a line, so it's shooting HE, and there's another cruiser that's shooting HE at me, which again is this ship's main weakness. And it's not that he's out of my secondary gunner's firing arc. Well, that's why my secondaries aren't firing at him. It's because he's already destroyed all of them except for the one 152mm turret in the back and the 2 152s in the front, and some of the ones on my port side. Those are the only ones left. Yeah, in those few shots, she's obliterated all of that, and of course I get sunk. But not before setting him on fire, which doesn't really matter because he's going to be able to lull heal all that back. Anyway, this is much later in the game. This has nothing to do with the Republic. I just wanted to show this off. This is something I made a video about quite a while ago, which is other battleship players just spamming HE at everything when they shouldn't be. So what's happening here is our Iowa has been spamming HE pretty much since I've been watching him, and he's shooting at a broadside North Carolina with HE, and I've played a lot of Iowa. It's probably my favorite ship in the game, and the AP is good enough to where you can just roll with it most of the time. See, again, the line's pretty much broadside to him, and he's shooting HE at it. I'm sorry, that's not the line, that's But that thing's a cruiser. But again, it's got most of his side toward him, and he's firing HE at it. You see, here comes the Lion again on the right side. He just fired a HE at the Iowa, and something tags him and starts to fire, of course, because it's British HE. And broadside Lion, and he fires HE at it again. Now, you don't want to be firing HE at British battleships when you're in another battleship, because they can completely heal all high explosive damage. AP damage is the damage that sticks, and that's what you need to be shooting at British battleships, especially the tier 9 and 10 ones, because they have that lull heal. Only a certain percentage of AP damage can be repaired. All of HE damage can be repaired. And there goes the Iowa. And with the Iowa goes the game. There's a couple more minutes of my team attempting to survive, but it wasn't worth seeing. And me and the Iowa player had some salty words in chat after that. But anyway, Republic, so far, second thoughts, it's pretty good despite only having 2 turrets, 32mm armor everywhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, you are going to get shredded by HE and this ship, but I'm having fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, especially with the secondaries. It's it feels, honestly, it feels very balanced, because you have all this damage potential, but you know, you're also paper mache most of the time. But you know, you have a big enough health pool to where you can at least do something, you know, effective or helpful for your team before you go down. It's not a frontline battleship, it's more of a support battleship with that AA and the secondaries. So I wouldn't be leading charges in it, but I would definitely be moving with the team, sticking with the team, covering the other battleships with the AA when there's a carrier match, and your secondaries will just shred cruisers and destroyers when they roll up on your group that you're rolling with. So yeah, it's enjoyable. It's not frustrating. Most of the times I die in it, I can see why I've died in it, because it's most of my fault. The guns are accurate. I know the Richelieu guns were not that accurate, and I'm glad that, you know, the 9 and the 10s guns are more accurate. I will be making an Alsace video pretty soon. It's just that, like I've said before, I am in college, and I do have a job outside of college, so the videos are going to be slowing down for a bit, probably every other day rather than every day, but I will try to get them out every day. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video, drop a like, comment, and please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. I will catch y'all in the next one.